All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard tonight's flight. We're going to be going to Mardi Gras. Last night we did the old Carnival. Tonight we will go down to, or go over to Mardi Gras, leaving out of Atlantic Aviation over here at Orlando Executive. We'll hop out, take a look at the aircraft. Looking kind of nice here. Got the door open. Passengers are already on board. Let's get her started up and we'll head off. All those guys going into Orlando. So back into the aircraft. Let's get those doors shut so we get some peace and quiet. And we will get on the way. Let's add our passengers. We only got a couple. We're going to go with Dorothy and Alicia. They're just sitting back there enjoying life. So looking at everything while we are here, we can go ahead and add our fuel. Looking like 4,093 pounds. That seems like quite a lot. We'll do 41 maybe. 4108. We should be able to get away with that. All right. So our summary, we are going to depart out of Orlando Executive here. We're going to depart on direct to Knights, then Red Sox, then Jeffries, then Pitoy, and then Airway Q116, Jaja, and then into Lakefront there in New Orleans. So let's go ahead and get the aircraft started, go through our checklist, and pre-flight is complete. We can go ahead and look at that one. Engine covers removed, ground power, baggage secure, cabin air damper all set, emergency exit clear, passengers are on board, control locks stowed, seatbelts, harnesses, and seats all adjusted and secure, parking brake is set, flight controls are free and correct. Nicely done. Pre-start oxygen system looks A-OK, circuit breakers are all in, landing gear switch is in the down position, emergency battery check and on. We'll get that going. Standby and on. Now we have a couple lights. We should see our backup gyro there should reset here in just a moment. And there we go. That does move. All right. Emergency battery, panel switches, avionics, fuel computers are on. Pitch trim is set to primary. Everything else appears A-OK. Jet pumps are on. Static source is set to both. Emergency pressurization normal. Bleed air is on. Pilot's altimeter is now being set. We are currently at 30.01 here in Orlando. Let's group it on down. Batteries coming on. Inverters coming on. Emergency lights, system pressure, hydraulic pressure, nothing right now. Let's go ahead and add the hydraulic pump. Hydraulic pump is capable. We can go ahead and secure that for now. Parking brake set, emergency brake handle, hydraulic pump is off, annunciator lights, Christmas time, Mardi Gras time, lots of lights, woohoo, engine fire, got some flashies, we are set. Warning systems, ice lights, let's see. Oh, sorry. We'll scroll down just a little bit so we can see it all. Warning systems, ice detect lights. Gear warning. Fire detect. Yeah, flashy, flashy. Way to go. We will go ahead and start engine number 2. And once we see some motion, got a little motion. Let's wait till we get above 10 here. And all right. Having a little bit of an issue with the HOTAS. Let's see what we got here. It may have become unplugged. There we go. Alright, there it is. Add fuel. And we are set. Today we are climbing up to 430, so let's go ahead and set that up for us. 430, all set. Stick puller mock warning, we're not going to worry about that. Mock trim, we can go ahead and adjust. Check mock trim. And there you go. Stall warning left and right. Ooh. Nice. Alright, tests are all complete. Standby gyro is uncaged. It is level. We are set. Pressurization, temperature controls. We are good to go for now. Nice cool evening here in Orlando. Pressurization, left to right bleed airs are good. Cabin air is good. Auto manual switch is set to auto. And then cabin controller, cruise altitude, rate selector as desired. Cabin temperature controls as desired. Trim system, so we can go ahead and drop this back to there. Make sure that we can trim. Yep. Get that back up to the primary. And we'll trim it all the way back into our takeoff position. There we go. Frank, if you're still here, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you, man. Autopilot monitor. So that is right here. Yeah, all right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we're going to have to switch that up to generator. Now we can go with our pitot heat. And autopilot can come on. Now I can hit the test button. Monitor, everything looks good. All lights are on. There we go. And yaw dampers can come on. Primary, secondary. We will not engage that until we take off. Fuel panel, fuel counter looks good. Just over 4,000 pounds. Cockpit voice recorder, drag chute, and takeoff data is set. So we'll get the other engine started. Cabin door is secure. Fuel computers are on. Air conditioner is off. Aux heat is off. Batteries are on. Inverters on. Parking brake set. Hydraulic pump off. Beacon light coming on. Should have done that because we got that first. We need to make that checklist. I need to just make a new checklist. Put it in here. Or we can add it to here. Beacon light. Thrust levers are in the cutoff. Engine 1 or engine number 2 has been started and is now on generator. And spoilers set. Flaps coming down to 8. Hydraulic pressure is good, right in the middle. And now we can start engine number 1. Engine number 1 coming on. Again, watching this one, trying to get that above 10 and some movement here. Gonna wait till we get over 10. Boom, there we go. Add fuel. Yeah, it looks like we do have light off. And we should start to see rollback. There we go. Turbines spooling up. Temperatures are calming down a little bit. Fan speed's coming up. We are set there. And we can switch that one up to generator. Way to go. Anti-skid is on. Don't need to worry about that. And we'll go ahead and get the seatbelt sign on. Everything else appears to be good to go. And everything's good. B4 taxi. We're going to go ahead and get our avionics turned on. We got our takeoff pitch set. Now we just got to wait for this to come up and we can do this. Let's go ahead and set our destination. K Kilo November Echo Whiskey. Should come up with a Lakefront, New Orleans. That's it. That's the one. And then we are departing out of here on... I'm going to just go ahead and do the tolls one. So, sorry. Oh, there we go. Load procedure, departure. Tolls 1, runway 25, transition there is none. We'll load that departure. And then we can go ahead and scroll down. We can get rid of this manual sequence. And new, we are going to load the procedure, the arrival. We are coming in on the Minister 1. And that will be a transition of Sierra Julia, India. And it'll be runway, we'll load that arrival. And now we can go and continue with loading our next one. Load procedure, our approach. We are going to do the RNAV runway 18 right. So, sorry. RNAV runway 18 right. And we will do that for vectors. And we will load the approach. Excellent. Menu. We are going to cruise 430. And now we can go up here and departure, tolls. Alright, so then tolls, we can go ahead and we want to en route. Sorry, we should be able to get that all the way at the bottom, correct? Add waypoint. Nights. NYTES. Enter. Add waypoint, and it will be Red Sox. R Romeo Delta Sierra Oscar X-ray. Enter. Add waypoint. Jeffries, JF Juliet Foxtrot. Romeo Yankee Sierra. And then we'll add another waypoint. And that'll be Patoy, Papa Alpha Tango, Oscar Yankee. Enter. And then we will scroll up to Patoy. And now we can add an air, we'll load an airway. Q116, and we will exit that at Georgia. Georgia. There it is. Georgia. Load that one. And then we will be on the arrival for SJI. So if we go back here, look at this. There's our arrival. That'll bring us to there. Then we will, yep. SJI down into there. Slidell over. Catch the lakefront runway. We are set. Our avionics are set. Radar is in standby. We'll go ahead and turn it on. We're not going to do anything to anybody here. Circuit breakers are all set. Coffee oven is good. Fuel control, governor, windshield heat, lights on as required. Anti-skid is set. With that being said, we will add our nose wheel steering. Pax briefing is done. No smoking. Fast seatbelt sign is on, and the parking brake coming off. Let's go ahead and taxi out to the runway. I can bring the airport up here. So you'll see we are right there. We are going over to runway 25. So we will just make a left turn, catch this taxiway out, and then catch Alpha all the way to the end. Runway 25. So, oh, that's one. What was 7350? So I need to go here. I don't know that we have any air traffic control, but let's, let me bring up a resource. Another iPad, and I can put that right, I'll put that one right there, and we can bring up the map. And we will set 122.8. and we will swap that. So let's see. Jackson Tower, Miami Center, 35,175. So 135,175. We'll set that in. And let's see if I can hear anybody. But with that, we're going to go ahead and start our taxi. So brakes are off, fuel panel's good, flight control is free and clear. Flight
Delta 1212 Miami Center, radar contact 5 miles north of the Lauderdale Airport. Confirm you're assigned flight level 300. Lauderdale Tower saying you're assigned 4,000 feet. You're through that by 1,500 feet already.
Nav equipment, radar, spoilers retracted, flaps are set, trims set, pressurization set, cabin air set, cabin temp control set, anti-ice systems, electrically heated windshield, crew takeoff briefing is good. So we will get rid of this and we can start. Oh, we are going up to 430, so let's get that going.
Continental 1766, my apologies for the late one here. Wind 180, gust 15, runway 19
We
left.
are set. We can go ahead and hit the nav button for departure. And then we're not going to worry about that.
Delta 1212,
We go
Miami
here.
Center.
There we go. And we will do altitude select. That gives us go around. Okay. Don't need that. Mac, how are you? Oh, thanks for reminding me, Duncan. I gotta do something. Give me 12 seconds.
And Miami Center, Continental 1766, clear of 19 left on Sierra for Alpha 4.
Continental 1766, thanks. You can taxi to the terminal via your discretion. Just let me know if you need anything.
Alright, we'll taxi the terminal via Charlie, Continental 1766.
Alright, here we go. Miami Center, Shadow 69 on the ground, Orlando Executive. Do I need to talk to you to taxi to the runway?
Aircraft on the ground at Orlando Executive. You'll contact Jacksonville Center 135.9 or 2.
35.9 or 2, thank you. And let's swap and see.
Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
There you go.
Frequency change approved. America 36. Thank you. Have a good one.
Jacksonville Center, Shadow 69 on the ground, Orlando Executive, ready for taxi.
Shadow 69, Jack Center. Your IFR or VFR, my friend?
IFR, I got squawk code 7350. If you have a IFR clearance, I would appreciate it to New Orleans.
Shadow 69, clear to the New Orleans Lakefront Airport. Let me just look at the winds here. The Knights 1 departure that is filed. Maintain 1,500. Expect flight level 430, 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 7350.
Shadow 69 cleared to New Orleans Lakefront via the Knights 1 departure. Climb and maintain 1,500 feet. Expect 430 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 7350, Shadow 69.
Shadow 69, read back correct. The Orlando altimeter is 3008, runway 7, call for taxi.
Call for taxi, Shadow 69. Oh boy. In the chat, what did they give me for departure runway? Okay, so we need to go back in here. We're on the Knights 1 departure. Runway 7. Load departure. There we go. There we go. Now it's looking much better. Okay. Here we go. All right, runway 7. And let's, I should have my strobes on, and recog will come on here in a minute. And Jack Center, Shadow 69, Atlantic Aviation, ready to taxi runway 7.
Shadow 69, runway 7, taxi via Echo Alpha, cross runway 13.
Runway 7 via Echo Alpha, cross runway 13, Shadow 69. Okay, so he wants me to go taxiway Echo, taxiway Alpha, cross runway 13, runway 7. So here we go. Yeah, a little power. Forward movement, and we
November
are good
2
to
Mike
go.
Echo, pilot's discretion, maintain 3000.
I feel like I'm sitting down a little lower today.
There's 3
So
Mike Echo, the area
there
altimeter
we
is
go.
3005. Desert Grove Jackson, I'll be back in probably less than 2 minutes here.
I think this is Echo. Motor on down to Alpha, which should be our second right turn. Recog lights coming on. Crossing a runway. Nobody coming down. And I am not sure what's going on there. We'll have to check that out. Sorry if you guys are seeing any stutters there. We'll get those worked out. Recog light coming off. Once we get up here to the end, since we're waiting for Jack Center to come back, we will go in and do a quick clearance of our cache.
Shadow 69, runway 7, clear for takeoff.
Runway 7 clear to takeoff, Shadow 69. Alright, we are good to go. So that can come on. Stall warnings coming on. And we will bring our checklist up. Get out on the runway. 1,500 feet, so we're going to be there momentarily. Runway line up, and
The American numbers one more time.
our current heading, we'll go ahead and get it.
1131 Jack Center, squawk 2656.
And runway 7 is 073.
Runway 1131 radar contact position as reported, maintain level 370.
Runway heading, transponder is good, thrust reversers are armed. Altitude select is armed, parking brake, pitot heat, light strobes. Oh, got that one turned on. Annunciator panel, ignition coming on, and we are set. And we stand on the brake, 073, add power. We'll get things stabilized at my afterburner detent.
And Jacksonville Center, Spirit Wings 1448, flight level 310 for 370.
Spirit Wings 1448, Jacksonville Center, roger.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 1337, looking to pick up IFR clearance to Montego Bay. We've got information Alpha on board.
Okay, those two guys at once. Somebody's calling for clearance. Who is that?
V1 rotate.
1337, apologies.
Positive rate, gear coming up.
Romeo Delta 2375, Jacksonville Center, standby. And the other aircraft was the Southwest aircraft. Where are you, sir?
Orlando.
All right, I'll send you a PDC, sir.
Thank you.
Romeo Delta 2375, you're cleared to the November Romeo Bravo Airport via enter the controlled airspace, direct HOPEC, then is filed, maintain 2000, expect 4000, 5 minutes after departure, departure frequency 135.9 or 2, squawk 7463, hold for release.
Flaps coming up. Gear is up. And we can go ahead and turn
Romeo Delta 2375, yeah, so some of that's incorrect, sir. So the field's uncontrolled, sir, so you're getting uncontrolled clearance. There's no tower at that airport. So you're going to have to call me. I'm giving you the clearance, sir. You're going to have to call me for your IFR release, okay? So let me give you the clearance again because you didn't read it back correctly. So do you have a pen and paper to write down? All right, Romeo Delta 2375, you're cleared to the November Romeo Bravo Airport via enter the controlled airspace, direct HOPEC. So when you take off, you clear direct HOPEC, then is filed, maintain 2000, expect 4000, 5 minutes after departure, squawk 7463, hold for release. Southwest 2128, contact Miami Center 135.17.
135.57 for Southwest 2128, good day.
Southwest 2128, the frequency 135.17, 3517.
3517, Southwest 2128.
Romeo Delta 2375, the squawk readback is correct. Hold for release. That means don't take off until you call me back. So change to advisor frequency is approved for your taxi. So you go to Unicom, taxi the runway, call me back. The altimeter at Douglas is 3005. Romeo Delta 2375, I just want to make sure you don't take off till you call me back short of the runway. November 2, Mike Echo, just let me know when you have Foley Perry in sight. To Mike Echo, clear visual approach into the Foley Perry Airport. Advise IFR cancellation on the ground or missed approach this frequency. Radar service is terminated. Change to common traffic advisor frequency is approved. Cargo Lux 34 November, contact Bommy Center 135.17. Have a good night.
135.17, good night, Cargo Lux 34 November.
Duncan, no, this is my first flight.
Departure flight 346, Jack Center, squawk 7625.
And center Shadow 69, 1500.
Shadow 69, ident, climb and maintain 16,000.
16,000 Shadow 69.
Shadow 69, radar contact about 12 west of Executive. I'll have further here for you in just a minute.
Shadow 69, thank you.
Did you take off a runway 7?
A-firm.
Yeah, you should be on the heading on the east, to the east out there, so it looks like you just, that's all right, man. That's all good.
Yeah, you were a little busy and I forgot I deleted the manual sequence.
Just a minute. Shadow 69, clear direct Jeffries, resume, actually clear direct Patoy, resume navigation.
Patoy on navigation, Shadow 69, thanks for the help.
Romeo Delta 2375, you're released for departure. Clearance is void if not off the field in 5 minutes. If not off in 5 minutes, report your intentions this frequency within 10 minutes. Frequency change approved. Departure flight 346, your radar contacts about 10 southeast of Akori, maintain level 350. Shadow 69, call and maintain level 430.
Up to 430, Shadow 69. And we're looking about 850 for our turbine temp.
Departure flight 711, Jack Center, squawk 3221.
Laps up, gear up. Duncan, Frank, how's it going? Appreciate you guys being here.
And a Jacksonville Center sprint wings 1448. Can we step away for about 10 minutes?
That's approved.
Alright, I'll call you when back. Spirit wings 1448.
Departure flight 711, your radar contact about 8 miles northwest of Akori, maintain level 370.
FedEx spread Jacksonville Center, FedEx 1416, could you repeat those last one mentioned?
FedEx not for you, sir. Frontier flight 711, radar contact over the Akori intersection, maintain level 370.
Maintain 370.
Excellent. Let's get out, take a look at this airplane. Ah, you guys are up in the suites with Taylor Swift for the Super Bowl, are you? Haha. Over 10,000 feet, we can go ahead and turn off the recog. See what else we got for our climb. Yeah, I'd say on the scale, this was about a 5. Well, 5 earlier, so yeah, we're good. Guess what? Let's go ahead and engage our yaw damper after takeoff. Landing gear up, yaw damper on, thrust reversers cleared, flaps up, ignition can come off. Landing taxi lights can come off, and oh, I didn't even turn those on. Super. Autopilot, hydraulic pressure is good, angle of attack indicators are a-okay right there. So now in our climb, no smoking can come off.
Okay, center, Delta 121 video.
Delta 1212, Jacksonville Center, roger.
Actually, I could care less about either one of them. How about you, Frank? Which one are you going for? And I think we are good as far as our climb. So we are climbing about 200 and something. We can add some fuel. Let's continue our speed climb up to flight level 430, straight into Patoy.
1384 opposite direction, traffic about 28 miles, 1,000 feet below, Airbus 321.
1384, roger.
Archer flight 346 opposite direction, traffic about 20 miles, 1,000 feet above is Airbus Boeing 737.
You're a Chiefs? Okay. Here in Denver, a lot of people aren't necessarily fans of the Chiefs, but I respect that. We'll nose over just a little bit, try and gain some more speed. We are down to about 240 knots. Let's see what we're 264 knots across the ground.
Delta 1212, cross the Bass intersection at and maintain 13,250 knots. Jacksonville altimeter 3005.
And we should start seeing a little power.
Can you say it again, please? What next?
299 set, over 18,000 feet. Lights are good. Altitude select has been armed, waiting to get to 430. That is set in our altitude. Climbing about
Right,
3,000 feet per minute.
Hoagie arrival, correct?
Correct.
Okay, Delta 1212.
Got
on
one
that
guy
arrival,
over there.
You see the fixed Bass. If you look at the plate, you'll see what I'm reading to you. Cross Bass at and maintain 13,250 knots. Jacksonville altimeter 3005.
Got a couple down there. Look at that. Nice. Busy skies tonight.
Okay, and the bogey cross Bass and maintain more than 150.
I've been in a simulator with closer traffic than that.
Yeah, I'll send you a text, sir. That's all incorrect. United 1384 opposite direction, traffic about 28 miles, 1,000 feet above Airbus 320.
Yeah, 1384,
Frontier flight 711 opposite direction, traffic 20 miles, 1,000 feet below Boeing 737.
we have eyes on the 737, Frontier flight 711.
Oh, I'm going to have a huge fuel imbalance. There we go. Fuel's flowing out of both sides. It's about the same rate now, so we're good. Nosed over just a little bit, trying to get some speed up. We'll continue with that, trying to get the speed rolling.
Delta 1212, that information means that you need to descend to cross that 6 at that altitude. You descend at your discretion.
Okay, cross pass, descend and maintain, flight level from 30 to 50 knots, altimeter 30.
Let's see, Jackson Center. I don't know if I'm just not seeing it or... Jackson Tower. Duncan, if you could look up Jacksonville Center. They're on 35,925. That controller's doing a really bang-up job. I have a couple people, including me, not being great about being on the network tonight. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it, and just send it to me in either Discord or Facebook. The Jacksonville Center controller, just his name, he's doing a good job. I don't know if you can hear him, but a lot of people are kind of chaos because they're all trying to fly around the Caribbean.
Contact Miami Center 135.17.
135.175. Thank you very much for service and have a great night. FedEx 1460.
Same, see you later. United 1384, the fun stop here, radar services terminated, frequency change approval. See you later, man.
Coming out over the Gulf, looking nice.
We're switching our advisory. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
All right, so we are set up for the RNAV down into Lakefront.
TWA 400, Jacksonville Center, Roger.
1700 is what they want us at, and that'll be at
Bravo,
Bogley.
Land altimeter 3008, no changes.
We'll go in here, and we will go to this one, vertical, target waypoint, sorry, you can't see that, Bogley all the way towards the end. Bogley, 1700. And 2,000 feet per minute. We should be set. That should be good to go. We are about 1 hour away from the top of our descent. We're not necessarily even to the top of our climb yet. So flight plan's looking good. We are direct to Patoy. Then we'll enter the airway Q 116.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 16, 40 miles northwest of the Vienna VOR, flight level 270 for 330.
Delta 16, Jacksonville Center, radar contact, reset transponder, squawk 4372.
4372.
10,000 feet away from the top of our
TWA
climb.
400, descend via the Cuban 1 arrival,
TWA 400.
transition, Jacksonville altimeter 3005. Delta 16, call and maintain level 330, clear direct Mayor.
Climb maintain 330, direct Mayor side, Delta 16.
So, Duncan's at work. Frank, where are you at? You just chilling at home, hanging out with Bella, keeping her safe?
Digital aircraft Charleston, ATIS Bravo now current, Charleston altimeter 3005, Daytona ATIS Bravo current, Daytona altimeter is 3008, Pensacola ATIS Charlie current, Pensacola altimeter 29903.
That little guy gaining on me back there. Good news. Good to hear, Frank.
Jack's American 2897. Can you give us a handoff?
American 2897. What's your destination?
We're going Miami DCA. We went through your airspace, but it seems like we're well outside of it by now.
I mean, I'm not tracking you, sir. You're going to Miami?
Negative. We're going Miami DCA.
Oh, American 2097, yeah, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night.
Now, let's see. Still got that little guy back there. See him?
Jackson control, 2,000 feet, going direct to Hopek, Romeo Delta 2375.
Romeo Delta 2375, ident, push the ident key, climb and maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,000, Romeo Delta 2375.
Romeo Delta 2375, ident, please, push the ident key.
Ident, student pilot, sorry, like Squawk 7463, Romeo Delta 2375.
Okay, sir, on your transponder radio, sir, there's a button that says ident. When you push that button, you flash on my radar screen. So if you could please push that button. If it doesn't work, go into your VADSIM client and push the ident key of the VADSIM client.
I pushed Romeo Delta 2375.
Romeo Delta 2375, your ident is received. Your radar contact about 25 miles northwest of the Waycross VOR. Resume on navigation. Romeo Delta 2375, you can resume your own navigation, sir. Climb and maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,000, Romeo Delta 2375.
American
Controller's just having a great night.
1131, contact Miami Center, 135.
So our radar's up and working. We're at 10 miles. Let's go to 40. There you go. We're just in map mode. Let's go to here. Look at our traffic. Got nobody within about 12 knot.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest.
They're behind me, so we're good. 24 nautical miles.
Victor Hotel, Sierra Foxtrot Romeo, Jacksonville Center, squawk 3411.
We are 1,000 feet away from the top of our climb. We're going to go ahead and nose over a little bit.
Center, squawk 3446.
Soften out our level.
3446, Southwest 2320.
And we're going to go half bank if that'll hold. And we can gently climb up. As we gain speed, we'll climb up to flight level 430. And we are 3.5 nautical miles away from Patoy.
Southwest 2320, radar contacted with an 8 intersection, maintain flow level 350.
Diener.
Roger, maintain 350, Southwest 2320.
Jacksonville Center, American 1340. 1340, flight level 350, 12 miles northwest of Corey.
Okay, 1340, Jackson Center, radar contact, reset transponder, squawk 0736.
0736.
Get rid of that. So Bogley, we need to be at 1,700 feet, so we're set.
I'm sorry, I missed the call.
And
Douglas, 5172 Whiskey.
5172.
we are going to level off flight level 430, top of our climb. Oxygen seems good, cabin altitude seems A-OK. We are set.
Type Douglas DC-3, slant Alpha. I'd like to get IFR up to Craig, please.
I'm right here.
5712 Whiskey, Jacksonville Center, Roger, squawk 5554.
5554 for Douglas 72 Whiskey.
Number 72 Whiskey, radar contact position as reported. It cleared to the Craig Airport via direct club and maintain 5,000.
Clear to the Craig Airport direct, climb maintain 5,000. Douglas 72 Whiskey.
Number 72 Whiskey, the Jacksonville area altimeter 3005.
3005, 76, thank you.
Alright. Level lock 430. Altitude hold is on. Nav half bank. We are long range navigation. Cabin altitude appears to be A-OK. Lights are set as needed. Didn't even worry about the taxi lights because it was nice and bright down there. That was my bad. Everything looks nominal and A-OK from the flight deck. So we are on airway Q116. Georgia's coming up.
Arrive to Alma, Romeo Delta 2375.
We're Delta 2375, Roger.
A little bit of overspeed for the altitude we're at.
Number 72 Whiskey, the weather over Craig, the wind 107, correction, the wind altimeter 3006, when able to approach your request over at Craig Airport.
Okay, we'll take a look at it, give you a call in a minute.
Alright, we are chugging right along. I do want to thank everybody for showing up for tonight's flight. Little last minute, little late, but better late than never. So, didn't get called in for snow. I know there's some people out there that did. Heart goes out to them. Yeah. Cap, if you're watching. I know, I'm on YouTube. Duncan, thanks for watching from work. Frank, thanks for watching from home. Appreciate you guys being here.
Shock fan on Southwest 5005 on the ground at Orlando, right is active.
Southwest 5005, Roger. Are you able to get out there on Hotel 1 onto Golf, or are you boxed in right there?
I can make Hotel 1 on the Golf.
Okay, Southwest 5005, runway 18 left, taxi via Hotel 1, Golf, Juliet, Charlie, Bravo 1.
Hotel 1, Golf, Juliet, Charlie, Bravo 1 to 18 left, Southwest 5005.
Delta 1212, advise when you have information. Echo at Jacksonville, you can expect a visual approach runway 8. Delta 1212, how do you hear Jacksonville? Okay, information, yep, okay. Expect a visual approach on runway 8, sir.
Expect visual approach, runway 8. Thank you so much for your help.
Oh, don't go away, stay with me.
Jacksonville Center, reach 555 with you, flight level 210, climbing, actually staying at 210 to Charleston.
Reach 555, Jack Center, squawk 5510.
5510 for reach 555.
Delta 1212, fly heading 330, vectors to the final approach course.
Fly heading 330.
Delta 1212, just read back your call sign every time you say something, just so I know it's you.
Sorry, flat 330, Delta 1212.
Bridge 555, a radar contact about 18 miles southwest of the Brunswick VOR. After the Brunswick VOR, clear direct the Charleston VOR.
And clear direct to the Charleston VOR for reach 555.
I can make continue on to Georgia. A lot of traffic up here tonight. I don't know if you getting a good read on VATSIM, but good controller there. Staying very focused and very professional.
Delta 16, descend to the Greenwich 5 arrival, ending south, Orlando altimeter 3008.
Descend via the Greenwich 5, landing south, altimeter Delta 16.
Trying to get the power back just a little bit. Trying to maintain Mach 0.78, 0.79. And it looks like maybe about 700 on the turbine temperature. Or the left turbine. Can't forget that one, 700, 666. Looks like we're still climbing as far as speed, so let's back it down just a little bit. Let's try and get 6, 9, or 6.
Bridge 555, cross 30 miles southwest of the Charleston VOR at maintain 1000. Charleston altimeter is 3005.
Say again for which VOR at 1000 for reach 555?
Bridge 555, cross 30 miles southwest of the Charleston VOR at and maintain 1000. Charleston altimeter 3005.
Cross 30 miles south of the Charleston VOR at and maintain flight level 110.
Delta 1212, descend and maintain 6000.
Let's go see what our clouds look like. Look at how bright that is.
TWA 400, reduce speed to 50 knots.
Nice little screenshot there. Got Alice riding along with me. There's a lot of airplanes out here today. They're doing pretty good. It's Saturday night, so
TWA 400, flighting 330, vectors visual approach on way 8. TWA 400, descend and maintain 6000.
all right, making the turn now. I think we got a good power setting there, 696 and 666. Looks like we're holding about Mach 0.78, 77.
Delta 1212, flighting 340.
Heading 340, Delta 12.
November 72 Whiskey, just going to maintain 4,000.
4,000.
TWA 400, flighting 340. Breeze 555 Heavy, advise when you have information. Bravo up there at Charleston. Can expect the visual approach runway 15.
I have Bravo, and could I get vectors to the final for 15?
Yeah, we'll give you vectors. So you're okay with a visual approach, or do you prefer an instrument approach?
I'm cool with the visual for to reach 555.
Roger. Delta 1212, just going to maintain 3,000.
Expedite descent to 3,000, Delta 122.
Number 72 Whiskey, do you have an approach request at Craig?
Yes, sir. Sorry about that. I almost runway 32, and I've got weather there.
There's 72 Whiskey, Roger, expect the ILS runway 32 approach, turn 10 degrees right, pilot's discretion, maintain 3,000.
10 degrees right down to 3,000.
Frontier Flight 346, contact Miami Center 135.17. Have a good night.
13517, see ya.
Top of descent right there. We're about 30 minutes away. There we go. Beautiful little sunset flight. Might have to bump it back maybe 10 minutes once we start our descent, see where we're at. Like just do a sunset arrival into New Orleans. Hitting on Mardi Gras for a couple of days. Then we'll take these folks back down to Orlando, head back down to
turn right heading 360.
Rio de Janeiro, and pick up the folks once they are done on Fat Tuesday with Carnival. So
Delta TWA 400 is to maintain.
hope everybody
3,000.
has their baby cake with, or their king cake with them. Be a prosperous new year for you.
Well, 250 or less.
Ah, Frank, you
Delta
playing some
12,
War
12,
Thunder?
maintain
Nice.
230 knots or greater.
War Thunder's fun.
Delta 1212, maintain 230 knots or greater.
Maintain 230 knots or greater. Delta 1212.
November 72 Whiskey, turn right heading 080.
Right, 0807.
Let's go ahead and take a look what we look like from the front. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Market 220, Jacksonville Center, radar contact, reset transponder, squawk 3045.
Once he hands me off to the ether, I will step
TWA
away
400,
for
turn
a
right
minute.
heading 350.
Nah, I'm good.
Market 220, call and maintain level 360. Delta 1212, just going to maintain 2000. Delta 1212, maintain 210 knots or greater. Delta 1212, maintain 210 knots or greater.
Delta 127, 235.
Yes, sir. I just need to read back what I tell you. It's kind of like Simon says. So maintain 210 knots or greater, Delta 1212.
Maintain 210 knots or greater, Delta 1212.
TWA 400, reduce speed 210.
210. Sorry.
November 72 Whiskey, turn right heading 090.
Right 090, 72 Whiskey.
Frontier Flight 711, contact Miami Center 135.17.
35.17. Frontier Flight 711. Okay.
Delta 1212, you have Jacksonville in sight. It's at your 2 o'clock and about 11 miles.
Jacksonville on site. Delta 1212.
Delta 1212, cleared visual approach runway 8.
Duncan just got
TWA 300, TWA 400, turn right heading 010.
Turn right 010. Jacksonville Center, Delta 4934 with
Alright,
flight level 3.
so next week got some free time, so we'll try and do some more flying. If you guys have any 2-hour routes or 2-hour or less or somewhere around the 2-hour route,
34, Jacksonville
let me
Center,
know. We're trying to figure something out
4231.
for our Thursday night flight before it happens. Try and get that out as soon as possible, no
Delta
later than
1212,
Tuesday, I think is what we try.
118.3, have a good night.
We are doing a big flight. This one's open to everybody. Anybody who wants to join can join on Thursday night flight. 0200 Zulu.
November 72 Whiskey,
15, so
Jax, Craig altimeter, let's see, a little bit low there. Craig altimeter is 3006. I'm showing you 2,300.
Sorry about that. That's not easy. That's the old thing.
Roger. TWA 400, there's traffic at your 1 o'clock and about 8 miles, a Delta Airbus 320 out of 1,100. Do you have that traffic in sight?
there's the wing inspection
he's
light.
not turning final, so give me just a minute. He's not turning inbound, so let me just see what he's going to do here. Well, I just don't want you to follow him, so just give me a minute here. Delta 4934, your radar contact about 8 miles southwest of Slow Joe Cross. Let's just do this. Pilot's discretion, maintain 1,000, 11,000. The Savannah altimeter is 3005.
Extend pilot discretion, maintain 1,000. Delta 4934.
Southwest 5th, 5,005, RNF to Village, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff. Southwest 5005, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff. Stand by.
Just beautiful
TWA 400,
sunset.
do you have the airport in sight?
Should be about, let's see.
25
minutes
visual approach
from
away, contact tower 118.3.
top of descent. 25 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
So we're about 50 minutes away from touching down. .696 and 666, flight level 430, seems to hold our max speed, looking pretty good.
Jacksonville Center, 4,000 feet approaching to arrival, IL CRN1, transition out, CRN.
Rachel, welcome aboard.
Delta 2375, I'll have more information for you here in just a minute. Stand by. Southwest 2320, contact Miami Center 135.17.
135.17, Southwest 2320.
November 72 Whiskey, just going to maintain 2000.
2000.
Southwest 5005, radar contacts, altitude.
Altitude.
Southwest 5005, climb and maintain, flow level 340, clear direct Osprey.
Rachel, thanks for joining us. Got Frank, got Duncan over there. Duncan's at work, so he's just keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, the last aircraft calling is unreadable. I didn't catch any of it. Romeo Delta 2375, the tower at Mayport is closed at this hour, sir. Do you have the weather at the Mayport airport? Delta 16, information, Bravo's current at Orlando. So I already have that. You can plan, I can give you the ILS 18 right off the star. I can give you the visual 17 right.
We'll take the ILS 18 right off the star. We got Bravo on board at the 16.
Air 72 Whiskey, turn left, heading 290, intercept the localizer.
290, left.
Air 72 Whiskey is about 5 miles from GVAG, maintain 1,900 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 32 approach.
Take 1,900 to establish, clear for the ILS 32 approach. Douglas Center.
Delta 1212, you back on the frequency? And was there somebody in Orlando that needed something?
Delta
127, Jacksonville Center, runway 17 right, taxi via Echo.
Just
Golf,
beautiful colors.
Delta 1212, you on the frequency?
Yeah, Delta 1212 here. Just got back. It's approach.
Okay, how can I help you, sir? Would you like the same approach? Okay, Delta 1212, expect vectors, visual approach, runway 8, turn left, heading 260.
Left turn 260.
Turning left, heading 260.
Delta 16, cross Yago at 6,000, Yago, cleared ILS, runway 18 right approach.
Cross Yago at 6,000, at Yago, clear for the ILS 18 right approach, Delta 16.
Delta 5740, radio check.
Medically.
Delta 5740, 310, and ready for you.
All right, everybody stand by for control briefing. Stand by, please. Romeo Delta 2375. I'll ask the question again, sir. Do you have the weather at the Mayport Airport?
Yes, I have weather for airport, Romeo Delta 2375.
Okay, Romeo Delta 2375, you're going to have to tell me your approach, sir. You tell me your approach request. The tower is closed. Tell me your approach request, please.
Okay, we're going to arrival Alpha Lima Charlie Romeo November 1. Transition Alpha Lima Charlie Romeo November, Romeo Delta 2375.
Okay, sir, that's an arrival. What approach do you want, sir? Your approach. Do you want a visual approach? Do you want an instrument approach?
Who's a traitor?
What approach do you want at Mayport?
We have approach
Who's the
Tango
traitor,
Alpha
Frank?
Charlie Alpha November Yankee, runway 23, final. Romeo Delta 2375.
Okay, sir. That's not an approach. Okay, sir. There's a take-in approach, sir, and a copter approach. Do you want? Okay, so there's three approaches you can do on runway 23, sir. There's a visual approach,
Poor fella.
a take-in approach, and a copter approach, which I assume you're not going to do since you're in a Cessna. So you tell me, sir. Do you want the visual approach to 23 or the take-in Yankee approach runway 23?
We do IFR approach, taken Yankee through Mukoi waypoint, Romeo Delta 2375.
Okay, Romeo Delta 2375.
Rachel's
okay,
a traitor, why?
Take-in Yankee runway 23.
I think she was saying it was
from
49
Muko.
minutes to touchdown. Or,
Yes.
oh,
So 3
she's
from
going
Muko,
San Francisco.
Romeo Delta 2375.
Over Delta 2375, turn left turn, heading
now
110, vectors
Now
to final.
we're starting to talk smack about football, huh?
Turn left 110, Chilamuka, Romeo Delta 2375.
Okay, sir, don't go to Muka yet, sir. I'll have that for you in a minute. Just fly the heading 110, please.
Fly 110, Romeo Delta 2375.
November 72 Whiskey, no traffic observed between you and the field. I'll report IFR cancellation on the ground. Mr. Burgess, frequency, radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved. T to the 400, are you missed approach also? T to the 400, no problem. Say altitude.
All right. Got the nice
T
little
to the
sunset
400,
going on.
Roger. Your radar
Should be about
contact about 12 miles
15 out.
northeast of
Let's see where
Jacksonville
we're at.
Airport. So turn left, heading 270, vectors visual approach on way 8. Delta 5740, are you on my frequency?
Go ahead.
Delta 5740, squawk 7775, and say altitude.
Jacksonville Center, November 2121 Bravo, with you. Great. 8600 for 15. Flight level.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 2016 Heavy, with you on the right to arrival, direct shaft, descending flight level, flight level 235 via the start. With Charlie. Start correction with Bravo at Orlando.
Okay, that was Delta 2016.
A lot going on the radio
guys,
tonight.
When I ask a question, just answer, guys. I was texting another controller. Did not copy the call sign. Who was checking in? Was it Delta 2016? Yes or no?
Apologies. This is Delta 2016. I lost that last transmission. Delta 2016 checking in with you, sir.
Okay,
Frank, I do
2016
appreciate you
Jacksonville
being here. I appreciate you. So, yeah,
Bravo's turn.
hit the hay, and we'll check you in a little bit. Thanks for joining, Frank.
Delta
Appreciate it.
5740, just refollow the flight plan, sir. What's your destination?
Field ahead. Delta 157.
Okay, swell. All right, Delta 5740, you're at flight level 310 going to Hilton Head, sir. Your airport's like 20 miles from your present position.
Yeah, request vector to getting lower.
All right, sir. Okay, no problem, sir. Delta 5740 is going to be some delayed vectors. I'm super busy, and you're not even anywhere near where you need to be. So just descend and maintain, I tell you what, Delta 5740, just fly heading 090, descend and maintain for level 180.
180, 5740 on 090 heading.
Delta 5740, if you can refollow the flight plan, that would be amazing, so I can see your destination on your data tag. Romeo Delta 2375, you're heading 110, confirm?
Heading 110.
Okay, looks like you're heading like 150, sir. Just fly heading 110, 110 degrees.
110, Romeo Delta 2375.
Delta 1212, turn left heading 160, just want to maintain 2000.
Ah, look at the Gulf Coast down there. Look at how bright red that paint is. That's pretty spectacular.
Jackson Center, good afternoon. Now Alaska 307, direct Langston at 14,000.
Airport right down there.
Yeah, it's 2001. Southwest 2320 on the frequency.
Roger, descending to 240.
Oh my gosh, guys. All right. Let me just cross-couple the frequency. This is just turning into a disaster, my friends. Delta 1212, do you have the airport in sight?
Just wait 1 minute. Delta 1212.
Shooter 1, was it?
Shooter 61.
Shooter 61, Jacksonville Center, roger. You IFR or VFR, sir?
I'm IFR.
Shooter 61, roger. Your radar contacts, say your altitude?
We're holding at 3,000, just took off from runway 8 at Jack.
Shooter 61, roger. Call and maintain 8,000 and turn left heading 270.
8,000, left heading 270 for Shooter 61.
Argentine 663, Jacksonville Center. Is advised when you have information on Bravo, expect a visual approach on way 17 right.
We have Bravo, we'll plan 17 right, Argentina 663 heavy.
Delta 4934, the tower's closed at Savannah. Just advise your approach request.
Delta 4934 is going to go ILS, runway, stand by, runway 10 ILS.
Delta 4934, expect the ILS runway 10 approach.
10.
American 2127, RNAV to go, RNAV to Cape, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Cape 17 right, clear for takeoff. American 2127.
Alaska 307, did you check in?
Yeah, I think we were blocked, so we're at 14,000.
Alaska 307, Jacksonville Center, call and maintain, let's see, call and maintain level 230.
Option 230, Alaska 07.
American 1340, contact Miami Center 135.17.
Over to Miami Center 3517. You're patient, man. Have a good night.
See you later, man. Southwest 5005, contact Miami Center 135.17.
125.17.
Yeah, the frequency 135.17, 3517 for American, for Southwest 5005, 3517.
3517. Southwest 5005.
Delta 1212, do you have the field in sight?
Delta 1212 here, yes.
Okay, Delta 1212, start the left turn, clear visual approach runway 8.
Visual approach, runway 8. Delta 1212.
Delta 1212, contact Jacksonville Tower 118.3.
Contact tower, 135.
Yeah, the Delta 1212, the Jacksonville Tower frequency 118.3. It should still be in your radio stack, man. Just hit the button and flip back over.
Sorry. Jacksonville Tower 118.3.
TDA 400, turn left heading 260.
Turn left, 260.
Southwest 2320. I guess it's just going to be vectors. I'm not sure what's going on, how you ended up over here with that route, but anyway, we'll get it sorted out. Just descend and maintain level 180 Southwest 2320. Fly your present heading.
180 Southwest 2320, fly present heading.
Delta 16, the winds at Orlando are 160 at Manor, runway 18 right, clear to land.
18 right, clear to land, South Delta 16.
American 2127, radar contacts the altitude.
Out of 2,200 for Southwest American 2127.
American 2127, climb and maintain 14,000, 14,000, clear direct, Danny.
14,000, Danny, 2127.
Now the beautiful sunset out there.
Jacksonville Center, November 2121, Bravo.
How can I help you, sir?
I'm with you at flight level 15, about 50 miles west of Sanford.
Okay. And where's your destination?
Pensacola.
Okay, give me just a minute, sir. Delta 4934, just fly your present heading, descend and maintain 3,000, vectors to final.
Fly present heading, descend and maintain 3,000, vectors to final, Delta 4934.
Delta 5740, the tower is closed at Hilton Head. Do you have the weather at the Hilton Head Airport?
Delta 53
Okay, what approach request do you have, sir?
Local action number 21.
Okay, Delta 5740, descend and maintain 10,000. I don't have the Hilton Head weather at the moment, but the Savannah altimeter is 3005. I'll have to look up the Hilton Head weather in a minute. I'm just super busy, sir.
That's okay, we can fly it. Thank you.
And Alaska 307, are you on course?
Yeah, we're direct Oasis, Alaska 307.
Okay, Alaska 307, Quebec Patway.
Direct Padmore, Alaska 307.
Alaska 307, just maintain a flow level 200 for traffic, please.
Alright, 7 hour climb 200, Alaska 307.
TBA 400, turn left heading of 160, descend and maintain 2,000.
160 left turn.
Okay, everybody on the frequency that's trying to get a hold of me, it's just going to be a minute, guys. It's just super saturated. It's impossible for me to pick anybody else up at the moment, so everybody's just going to have to settle and just be relaxed here for a minute. Shooter 61, clear at the tail of the OR.
Shooter 61, one to the tail of the OR.
American 2127, contact Miami Center 135.17.
Escape 517,
Shooter 69, nothing further. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved.
Shadow 69, thanks, sir. Good night.
TWA 400, somebody want to have Jacksonville inside.
Jacksonville side, I would say like 1 block.
TWA 400, quick visual approach, runway 8, contact tower 118.3.
118.3, appreciate it. You guys always make it keep it going.
Alaska 307, call and maintain level 340.
340, Alaska 307.
Southwest 2320, descend and maintain 1000. Orlando altimeter is 3008.
Descend and maintain 11,000.
All right,
Orlando
so we are good to start our own descent.
2320.
We are about
Delta
8
20,
minutes out,
2016, descend and maintain
we're chugging
4,000.
right along. It's going to be a good little flight, folks. Going to be after dark before we land at Lakefront, so we should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and
Descend 4,000.
see about turning
I'm
him
having
down.
some issues with voice comm. I will back up with text for Delta 2016 Heavy.
Okay, the aircraft at 15,000, what's the call sign?
November 2121, Bravo.
2121 Bravo. We're 2121 Bravo, Jack Center, squawk 5523.
Squawk 5523, go.
Southwest 2320, descend to maintain 16,000 for traffic.
16,000 for traffic, Southwest 2320.
All right, with that, I'm going to switch to 22.2. 22.8, sorry.
Or 212 on Bravo, your radar contacts about...
Alright, we are chugging right along. Appreciate you, everybody showing up. Frank, I appreciate you being here. If you watch this later on, Duncan, hope you're enjoying something fun at work. If you like this type of stuff, hit that like and subscribe button, notification bell. I'm going to be adding some things to videos, and yeah, so I want to thank you guys for being here. Kind of lonely now without Jacksonville Center on. Five minutes from the top of our descent. Alright, let's see. So our descent is going to be down to 1,700 feet. And we're doing pretty good. So if we look at our chart, descent down to 1,700 feet. That's our intercept altitude. Looking at our arrival, they want us at 11,250 at SLIDD. So let's go in here. Let's see if we got that. $11,000 feet SLIDD. So we should be able to see that on our way down. And then from Slidell, we will start our arrival. We're going to Lakefront, so we should be good and slowed down by then. We're gonna be landing on runway 18 right, RNAV. We got 6,879 feet, and then we will go over to. What do you think? Head over to the FBO right there. So maybe we can plan on exiting at Gulf straight into the ramp. It'll be a left-hand turn all the way down at the end, and then we'll go to the FBO. Nothing special in the scenery here. No one's built this one. This airport suffered tremendously from Katrina, so I think they're finally getting back to where they can sort of be proud of it again. And they're always proud of it, but there was a lot of destruction on this airport. So, all right, going back looking at our map, you will see, we will zoom in, got our top of descent burble coming up there, moving right along. Who's that? Got somebody down in front of us. Alright, so we can go altitude select. Oh, we haven't. So down to 1700. $1,700, 2992. We are holding decent speed. Dropped off a little bit there, but we dropped off our power just a little bit. 666 and 696. So we're okay. We're gonna pitch over here in just a minute. See here, we're 5 nautical miles on that little bar, so we are less than 5 minutes away from the top of our descent. I like the 3D effect of the airspace there. I don't see that other airplane there, so we are shooting for about 2,000 feet per minute. Once we get over that marker on our flight path, just like that, we can go ahead and give a little bit of a nose over. Got to keep an eye on our speed. That's going to build up just a little bit. We can pull the power back a smidge. We are holding 2,000 feet per minute. Pull the power back just a little more. Looks like we're getting ready to overspeed the little fella. Mach 0.77, so we'll bring up our descent checklist. Then we need to make this darker, so cruise was good, pressurization, fuel management, engine instruments, cabin temps, other systems were monitored. We are set. Now we are on our descent. Windshield heat not needed. Nice night down here in the Gulf. Cabin controller is going down to the field elevation, which is sea level. There we go. Any ice systems not needed. Flight level 180. We'll set the barometric pressure. Turn on the recog light. Pressurization's good. No smoking. Passenger briefing, and we should be set. So we'll continue our descent. Nice nighttime descent. There it is. New Orleans traffic, Shadow 69 descending on the Minister 1 arrival into Lakefront, New Orleans. once we get below about 30,000 feet, we can go ahead and knock off the half bank. But I don't know that we need this one, so let's keep the flight deck a little darker. I can move you over here, I guess. Rachel, Duncan, we are on our descent into New Orleans Lakefront, going to Mardi Gras. Rachel, hope you have your king cake with you. A little bit of a sliver on the moon up there. And let's see, so our runway heading is 179. What's our final approach course? 177. So we can go ahead and set 177 in here. We are set. We are chugging right along. Still holding on to about a 0.75 Mach. Gonna add a little bit of fuel. Airports galore around us. Well, welcome back. We are on descent. Duncan, I don't know what Rachel's doing. She's fiddle farting around out there, so maybe she'll chime in here for you. I'm gonna go ahead and check our descent. We're good. We're holding right around 2,044 feet. Didn't miss much, Duncan. Just on, we're on the arrival. Bring that up for you. Coming into New Orleans Lakefront. So, Kilo November Echo Whiskey. Those lights are bright. There we go. All right, that's a little better. All right, we are set up. We're doing pretty good. Our vertical deviation is looking all right. 23, so we can go ahead and increase our... We are below 30,000 feet. Half bank angle off. 23. Let's add just a little more steepness to it. Check. Yeah. Yeah, he did a good job though. He's been patient, so he's been doing a good job. Yeah, a couple people commented folks that know how it goes. And we are screaming on in, so vertical deviation's not bad. We can go ahead and increase it a little more again. Airspeed's holding all right. 24,000, just drop it below 25,000. Think we might want to add some windshield heat. A lot of humidity here in the Gulf. ATC is good. Yeah, I like it. Just got to get on there and do it more. It's a lot of fun. It's hard when you're in VR because you can't write some things down, but a lot of times it's after your initial clearance, that's all standardized. Then anything else they do is just giving you directions. So making sure you're ready for it and you know how to fly the airplane. That's the big part. I think you've got a good handle on the 7.3, so do the go around. It happens in real life. They're ready for it. All right, coming down through 19,000 feet. Gonna go ahead and try and get the aircraft slowed up a little bit. Coming out of the Mach numbers, thicker air down here. And Frank, here we go. Got to slow it down to 250 at Slidell. Copy. I think we're probably 15 minutes or so away from landing. All right, 18,000 feet, slowing up. We need to go to, we're coming up on one of our waypoints. And we are at the top of our descent. So we can go ahead and ease our descent a little. Looks like we got a little aggressive there. And easing our descent, we will slow the aircraft down to about 250 knots. That's at Slidell. We are about, let's see, what is that? 18, yeah, we're about 25 miles out from Slidell. So get her slowed up to 250. We'll fly 250 all the way down the rest of the approach. And our altimeter here is set at 2988. So we are doing all right. We can turn on our recog lights below 18,000 feet. We'll go ahead and turn on our landing lights as well. Now we're all lit up. Let's go out, look at the front of the airplane, see how we look. Ah. That's what makes a LearJet a LearJet. Alright, looks like we're slowing down about 250. And our top of descent is better now. So if we go here, begin our descent in 2 minutes. So we'll just hold 13,000 for a couple minutes. It's going to slow us way down, so let's get some power in. They want us 11,000 at Slidell. Good to go. Thanks, Frank. We have 2,000 feet to go, and we are, what, 10, 12 miles out from Slidell? I think we're good to go. I think we'll cross it at 11,000. Holding 250 or less. For now. I'm going to go ahead and go direct to Whipper after Slidell. Let's make sure. So we're good. About a minute away from that. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the approach. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. There we go. Swinging back around. All right, we are direct to Whipper. And that is our final approach. So, we are crossing Slidell at 11,000. We will continue our descent down to 2,000 feet per minute, down to 1,700 feet. We should be good. And we are 18 away from our initial approach fix, or our initial fix. And that is 6 away from our final approach fix, Bogley. And we are set. We are having fun now. Nice and dark. Should see, oh, hopefully they have lights on the runway. Landing runway 18 right. And all the way down to 1,700 feet. And we'll get this airplane slowed way down. And we should be seeing New Orleans off our left there. That is not New Orleans. It's out there a little ways. That's Slidell. All Alright, here we go, folks. Down to 1,700 feet. We should be doing pretty good. 10 miles out. Might be coming in a little high, but we're getting our airspeed down. Have throttle set all the way back at idle. I'm going to drop some flaps here in just a minute. If you look right there, coming up on 200 knots. 200 knots is our flaps 8 and flaps 20. Then 150 for our flaps 40. Looks like there's a little bit of clouds out here. I haven't seen anything break through. We are still 5,000 feet, so flaps set for 8. A little bit of visibility. Looks like some fog or some clouds right there. And we are inbound to Bogley. Should be turning to course 177. And we're 5.6, 5.5 out from Bogley. Go ahead and add more flaps. Let's see, landing gear extended, 260 knots, gear down. Add some more drag, get this aircraft down to 1,700 feet. Let's hit the glide slope. Captured, glide slope. Once we get below 150, we can go ahead and drop our full flaps. Add some power. Flaps full. 1,000 feet from our target altitude, we are glide slope captured. Looks like we are localizer captured as well. Still having trouble seeing the runway, so hopefully we've got some good visibility. Hopefully we pop out of this somewhere. And got into a slow state there. Flaps full, gear down. Thrust reversers armed. And air starts on. I am not seeing this runway out there, folks. Coming in over the lake. Half mile away, it looks like we are making Bogley at 1,700 feet. Glide slope is captured. Altitude select is good. We are following glide slope. We are on localizer, 5 miles out from the runway. And what is our altimeter set at? Minimums here, 258. We're at 200. Ah, there we go. Got the runway inside. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Beauty. On glide slope on localizer, looks like we are at about coming up on 1,000 feet. We are 1,000 feet stabilized approach, missed approach altitude set, which is 2,100 feet. There we go. And you can call this my aircraft. A little bit low. There we go. A little bit of crosswind here. And we're doing really good. Power coming off. We are continuing. Nice long runway, so there we go. Power coming off. Like I said, we're going all the way down to the end, then we'll make the left-hand turn. But that was a good little approach and landing there. I want to thank everybody for joining me on this flight from Orlando's executive into New Orleans Lakefront. We are on the ground. And we can go ahead and slow the aircraft. We'll go all the way past the end. There's a little turn off there. It's all right. I will get the map up for you. We'll go all the way down to the end, make the left turn, and well, let's see, can we make, oh, we're going across a runway. Little bitty fella, and then we'll make the next left-hand turn here. There it is. I guess we could turn off our, we could taxi with our recog lights on, they're so cool. We'll go over here to this really dark ramp area. It should be up on our right. So again, thank you everybody for showing up for the flight. I really enjoyed this one. This was a good one. If you're out there enjoying Mardi Gras or Carnival, please be safe, please have fun, and remember to have all your party favors in hand. All right, yeah, so we're gonna come on over here, we'll get the aircraft shut down, and then we will call it a day. Doing some fun things. Yeah. Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll have to go look. Duncan's talking about here. We can look it up. I can go ahead and the default. The rabbits in Microsoft Flight Simulator default, but often find payware don't have rabbits and solid lights. Maybe that's what it is in the airport. The real airport has. Excuse me, folks. That was a lot of words. I need to start using my words better. I'm going to go ahead and pull over here, park it right next to this building right here. We're going to go ahead and come up just beyond the line into the non-movement area. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. Hit that parking brake. Turn off our jet pumps. And pull the motors down. Alright, we are set. Bring those down. Recog lights, everything's coming off. I want to thank everyone for joining me on tonight's flight. It was a lot of fun. If you like this type of thing, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Chalk's set. And let's see, GPU. No GPU where I am parked. Cabin door coming open. Step lights, cabin lights on. Baggage light on. And we will go ahead and hop out. Take a look. Aircraft is set. Passengers are off. Heading into the terminal or the concourse there. Oh no, they're still sitting there figuring out what they're doing. Again, if you like this type of flying, hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate everyone for being here. Frank, thanks for coming back and watching that landing. Duncan, I appreciate you hanging out. Hope you have a good night at work. I will be at work tomorrow, so this will probably be my last night flight for the weekend. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. Have a great night.